set qualifying.
All right. I think we are ready to grid up. Welcome, everybody, to the Big Data Beards practice for Data Drivers. Data Drivers is Splunk's series where we go racing and hacking. Racing here on iRacing. Today we're racing at the world famous Circuit des Spa, some long name that I would culturally prefer not to murder the name. And we got a couple of racers ready to go from Splunk. And the purpose of today's race is actually to collect data so that we have data to use during an upcoming hackathon in Splunk, which will be fun. And somebody is a really poor setter-upper of races, and I didn't realize that I turned on weather to automatically create, and apparently it's pretty common to have fog at the Francorchamps. Who else we got out there? Kyle Prince, how you doing, buddy?
Not well.
First turn hero?
No, I'm doing okay. I'm just staying in the back. I'm rightfully finding my spot in the back.
All right.
That way I don't take anybody out and feel bad about it.
Well, let's be honest. This is the longest that I'll be in first place ever during this series. That's officially 3 turns I've made it, and it probably won't last much longer because I'm currently being chased by 2 racers from across the pond. Niall Clark, lovingly referred to as Peggy. If you hear that said, it's because we like him. And John Hayward, the silent assassin. Peggy, how's it going back there?
Kind of slippy.
I want to get in your head
Real
if I'm
cold.
honest. It's the only chance I have at this thing.
Admiring John's paintwork as he came past there.
Oh, is he driving the boss of the sock machine again?
He's in a red Ferrari of some sort.
Oh, changes it up, huh?
I did not like the McLaren on this track.
Tough one to keep between the stripes, huh?
Absolutely.
So you're in the Ferrari. I didn't even look up and see your logo. Yeah. Ooh, way too early in the brakes on that one. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's one way to hold you up is drive like an idiot. Make it really hard to get by me because I'm terrible at it. Oh, and I braked late on that one. Oh, and I broke way too late. And there he goes on the inside. Oh, a little Lightning McQueen in the Ferrari, huh? That's fun.
Crew chief just came on and condescendingly told me I'm in last. At
It's
least my
unkind.
car's not upside down.
You got
It's
that
an
going for you.
improvement. Yeah. Maybe we look at the bright things there, crew chief.
John Hayward playing with track limits. Did you not get any cutting the course for that one?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Well, I've only got a 1X.
That's not bad. I thought, man, that's some aggressive line. Oh, Peggy. See, I don't stand a chance against these guys. They're actually good at racing. Oh!
I don't know. I need fuel by the looks of it.
Oh, no. Full spin. Stand to the wall. That's not good, boys.
Hey.
Thanks for not T-boning me, Kyle. That was very kind of you.
Appreciate you pulling up in front of me.
Well, I actually thought you were way further back than that, I'll be honest.
Mm.
How are you finding the Lambo, Corey?
Oh, I'm not in the Lambo. This is the Ford. Because
Oh, of course you are. Yeah.
I
sorry,
have
you changed.
ADD with cars, and so I'm going to drive a different car every race of Data Drivers. Just make it. Oh, it's Kyle. Oh,
That was my impersonation of Corey.
it was spot on. If I'm honest, it looked just like me.
Did not hit the wall either.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you look like you stayed clear of it.
Eh,
hoping to keep in touch with John so I could see where I was going, but no such luck.
Yeah, there's not much keeping up with him, if I'm honest.
Especially not as he's admitted to practicing already. Practicing for the practice.
Oh, has he now? I wonder how many laps he's got on this track.
Quite a few.
I'm proud of you. Hey, if you're going to show up, you want to show up and look your best, right? Oh my, I just completely missed that turn. Like,
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and you have the time going.
I mean, completely missed the chicane. That was hilarious. I'm still having to shed time. Kyle, you weren't able to catch me. What's going on back there? Thought for
I'm
sure.
trying a new thing where I don't wreck. It's going pretty well so far.
Doesn't exactly do things for your lap times, but
Lap time. Like I can complete a
overrated.
clean one. You know how car companies sponsor race car drivers to drive their cars?
Yes.
I think I have an opportunity with car companies to have them stay away from their cars, you
Yes.
know? Like
Please,
an anti-sponsorship.
Whatever you do, don't get behind the wheel of our machine.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, again.
What's going on up there?
Just, I was trying to maintain a similar sort of speed as John was in the previous lap. But
Oh, I
It's
forget.
looking really fun.
How's the data look, John? John LeBaugh, our data captain, not in the race. How's it look, bud?
It's looking pretty fun. Gonna have to work on these thresholds a little bit though. They're not quite right, I don't think.
Which one's the tire, or
Tire temperature, yeah.
are we way cold, way hot? How far off are
We're
we?
way hot according to this, but if I recall, we just kind of picked values out of thin air when we did it.
Oh, that's true. So for anybody who's hanging out with us, this Data Drivers series, basically you're seeing the racing action, but we go racing. The broadcasts will look a little bit different than this because we actually record the races and then play back the most interesting sort of views, from TV like broadcast. But then we actually use the data. We're feeding data right now. All of us are running a little application on our gaming rigs here, sending data to Splunk's observability cloud, where we have both data from iRacing, from the SDK or API, as well as data coming from our Windows gaming PCs, all being sent to Splunk Observability Cloud, which we are creating some cool visualizations, create some alerts to things that are going on, but we're actually pulling all that data into Splunk's IT Service Intelligence and building some cool stuff for the next few episodes of the hackathon. Our next hackathon is next Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific time. And if you have never been hands-on with Splunk's ITSI, I highly encourage you to hit the link in the notes below, sign up and join us, because we have some pretty sweet lab environments built with data, all the data from today's race and from previous races and future races will all land there. So you can get hands-on with us and learn how to use Splunk's IT portfolio for racing stuff. Pretty fun. We like it. We hope you do too. Actually, I'm kind of stoked because candidly, it's like we're literally, John, you were talking about it. It's like it's kind of like an ITSI workshop that we're delivering, like a condensed version.
Should be good fun.
Oh, Niall, what are you on the brakes so hard for there, buddy? Scared of this
I
corner?
wasn't sure how the car was going to behave. I had a little petty wreck.
That's called trail braking a little aggressively.
Yeah, you look like you've been through the wars as well, Corey.
Yes, I have. Thank you very much. She's still driving okay. I'm not losing anything major. Downforce may be a little weakened, but
We
I'll
will
survive.
see in the data.
a little better that time on the chicane. I actually approached it instead of going, turning the S into a I. That was much better.
Nice and smooth, you're running second.
How's it feel back there now?
Yeah, pretty good. I've not broken anything, I don't think. Not too severely.
That's good. So now, I don't know if you checked, but if you know where the pit entries are, but it's in a real weird spot on this track.
It's
I'm
also
trying to
incredibly
avoid-
long as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna have to dip in there soon for some fuel.
Really? How'd you come out with a light load or something?
Apparently so.
Ruh-roh.
Have you been doing VRS sprint? Have you got a short? So
I haven't built Niall's car yet out in ITSI, but fuel is one of the metrics we're actually collecting today.
That's good.
So we'll be able to pinpoint exactly what went wrong there.
Well, one of the things for those folks watching, we actually are building, I mean, pretty interesting insights, and we're all sort of amateur motorsports enthusiasts, but we're certainly not professional race car drivers, as evidenced by our current performance. No, John withstanding. But the whole series is actually being guided by our friends at McLaren's Shadow Esports team. So if you're a big fan of esports, you probably know about some of these Shadow teams that participate in esports sim racing all over the world. Well, the team at Shadow McLaren's actually giving us some coaching. Their team manager, Tobin Lee, comes on and tells us each time for one of our hackathons what would be interesting for him as a team manager and what the team would be interested in learning from the data and how they might use what we're building to make, you know, pre-race sort of setup decisions, in-race pit strategy decisions, and the like. So we're actually building this based on real professional impact or input from professional racing teams, which is pretty awesome. I was surprised to learn. I guess I shouldn't say I was surprised, and maybe it's because I'm not very bright, how laser focused Tobin was on tires and weather as like the number one thing that he as a team manager needed to hone in on for his team. Does that surprise anybody else?
Well, yeah. I thought it would be oil or engine temp or something else, but you know, from like Days of Thunder, something like that. But apparently it's a bit different.
It makes sense, I guess. The tires are really something you can actually change or choose to change. Oil, you're kind of
You're locked and loaded, right?
you're kind of it's kind of a binary. You're either your engine is going or it's blown. But I guess you could, you know, make input changes. Hey, don't rev so high, those kind of things, if you were likely to have an engine problem. But I think so this race, and actually the data we're going to have for this one, kind of different than like our regular 20-minute races that we do for data drivers, because you don't have any need to do fuel or tires or anything like that. So there's no decisions. You just go race and race hard, right? But in a oh no full lock the other way. I stayed out of the wall, Niall. That's what matters.
you saved it.
I did. I stayed out of the wall. I mean, I was full lock and then it finally grabbed and I went full spin the other way, which is not exactly good, but she's driving.
Bumped a wall.
Oof.
So Corey, you were talking about tires and weather. Does Tobin have access to that live in the race while the guys are?
Well, yeah,
or is
that's
that
what
kind of
we're
a
so that
post-race,
no, that's what we're building towards, is actually giving him the dashboards to where live during the races they would actually be able to extract that information from the racers and in real time be using Splunk to monitor, tire health, both wear and temp during the race to make, in-race decisions. Because right now, like, we're streaming this data real time.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know when you need to replace your tires.
Our crew chief, John, is going to advise us. How's my tire wear looking, John?
You guys are all sitting about 99% tire wear, so you're good. You haven't worn off too much just yet.
That's surprising.
Yes, it's a very cold day with
Yeah.
weather.
Which is another thing we have. We have weather information. We actually during the last hackathon we built some dashboards that showed like current weather situation for Tobin to view. Because even in the sim, some of the metrics it outputs are, status is like track temperature, and it's kind of cool. They actually do it as if like, people were going out from the corners, the flag, and taking handheld temperature readings of the track temp. You also get an insane like detail of temperatures. So like on the tires, for every tire you get 3 temperature measurements. So you get them on the left, center, and right side of the tire, which is crazy. I don't know how you do that in real life, but
I was wondering that.
in the sim you certainly get it, which is kind of cool. Well, you also
Yeah,
get wear.
we're a little bit simpler together today, so we're just looking at the center tire. But I think for one of you guys, I might just go a little bit more detailed and see how that varies across.
Oh, there's the wall. Hey, Niall, that exact same corner, you'd think I'd learn, but I did the exact same spin. Oh, now I got a real problem. I got my wheel is turning a different direction than the car is going. I don't know if that's a good thing. This is
I was that was my second as well. I think if it makes you feel better.
Yeah, race strategy. I think what I'm going to do now is, because John, I have a chance at beating John if I really play this right. I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead and take my pit now, get a full load of fuel, and be ready to go take a run at John whenever, he doesn't make a mistake the entire race. It'll be perfect.
Solid race strategy there.
I'm in it to win it, Peggy. That's what I'm here for. All right, pit speed limiter is on. Now it's time to add fuel. All right, I'm taking a full load of fuel. This is going to be good. Okay, in the stall, pit service time so far, it's all fuel related, getting 30 gallons.
I have to tell me where the pit in is.
It's in the middle of the back chicane, that last chicane before you come to the start line, the front straight. As you literally go through the first turn, if you look straight up over that hill instead of turning left to go, to take the second part of the chicane, if you look straight ahead, there's some orange arrows that point to the left, and that is your pit entry. Also, if you use a pit speed limiter, note that you have to turn it off if you'd like to go faster than that. I forgot to do that.
I kind of heard what you were saying. Crew chief decided to start shouting at me during that, but I think I got the message.
Oh, where it is? Middle of the chicane, basically. Just don't make the second turn yet. Go straight.
I use this lap as a recce.
Kyle Prince, how you doing back there, buddy?
I'm being really quiet because I'm trying to concentrate. Because this track and I do not get along. I just don't see eye to eye on some fundamental things like me staying on the track and whatnot.
Well, this is the third lap in a row that I've done the exact same spin. You'd think. This is incredible. Luckily, I stayed out of the wall this time. It's like I forget that turn is there, or that you can't go into it with your foot mashed to the throttle.
Also, this is the first time in a long time I've done racing without VR, so it's a bit of a different experience. I like it, but...
So who's in
It's a heck
VR
of a
now? You're in
track.
VR? Hayward, are you in VR?
No.
Okay. You got a 3-monitor set up?
Yes. Triple ultra wides.
Triple ultra wides?
Now we're talking.
What does that look like?
It looks like it takes up a lot of space.
Like IMAX, I imagine.
Oh.
So, like, how complete of a circle are you doing with triple ultra wides? Like 180 degrees?
More or less, yeah.
Wow.
That's wild. What are they, 38-inch or 49-inch?
I think actually these are just 34s.
34, okay. But 3 of those. That is a lot of real estate.
It's for work, right? You need that.
Definitely.
Do you work on that situation?
Oh no. It's
Okay.
it's just for racing.
Nice.
Okay. So is the pit in on the right hand side?
Yeah, it's straight. So when you take that first right of the chicane, just go straight.
Oh yeah, this is sneaky.
It's real weird, isn't it? Well, boys and girls, I made it through that turn without sliding sideways and hitting the wall for the first time in
Aw,
4
man.
laps.
He's getting better. Crap.
Not that well. It's nothing the real players should worry about. No offense, Kyle.
Hmm.
That's fun. You come out of that chicane, if you're not in the correct gear, you can do a pretty sweet power slide into a 180. Just FYI.
Think about a real racer. Nothing.
Oh. We're going to have a little race there now.
Yeah, it's back on.
I mean, honestly, I'm a little bit surprised we were
Is
even
the
seeing
fog
each other.
clearing, or have I just moved my headset to
That's-
a better position?
I think you may
just
have.
moved your headset.
'Cause I can see a lot better now.
I don't appreciate that Ferrari and its acceleration.
All right, Corey. Now it's time to talk data.
Let's do it. What are we
How
talking
you,
about?
how you feeling about your tire temperature right now? I'm messing with the thresholds on it. We want to get to what's about perfect. You feeling like they're about the right temperature for you to be running right now?
I think these are in pretty much optimal temp range right now.
All right. So we'll create a new threshold for them.
Oh no!
Set
No!
that.
So good. Crap.
You want to pull that back? It sounds like maybe you kind of wiped out there.
I don't actually know which way to go here, and I'm afraid I'm gonna get disqualified. Oh no. Okay, I think this is the right way. Oh no. Yes, I'm going the right way. Oh, that was a bad spin, y'all. Okay, don't do it now. The tires are gonna be cold. I just did a nice full spin.
No, we're good, man.
What temp are they at? I'm curious what temp you're seeing on them.
They're about 68 degrees Celsius.
It's pretty warm.
Been pretty consistent there after I think your first couple of laps. So I'm thinking that's about where we want to, what we want to do with this particular data set.
All right, I like it.
Oh, it just bounced right over the corner of that.
That is not good for your suspension.
Surprised you didn't pick, Corey.
No, the car's all right. Good enough to drive. Not worth losing all that position and letting you take third place from me. Really want a podium in this race of 4. Did you pick Kyle?
Nah, came too fast around the corner. Think I'm getting low on fuel, so the car's getting real slidey.
Oh, no. Come on back around. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, spoke too soon. Holy cow, we've only been at it for 29 minutes.
What are we at? What do we have, an hour?
Hour and 5.
Oh,
We need data, Kyle.
oh.
They did it for the data.
I gotta tell you, I'm pretty excited about the data we're seeing.
I mean, if John's happy, I'm happy, I'll be honest.
I thought about racing today, but I think this is more productive for all of us.
Well, I sure appreciate it. I tell you what, people are in store for a treat with this next hackathon. It's, I mean, honestly, I think it's going to be one of the best, like, hands-on, step-by-step ways to get up and running with ITSI that I've seen. It's going to be fun. So, Niall or John, are you guys F1 fans?
I am, yeah.
You
We're
are you?
gonna have
Yeah,
we're gonna have a special guest.
Are you gonna have? Well, I don't know. I would love to get Lando to come race with us. We'll see. Lando, it'd be cool to get Lando and Daniel in a sim. Maybe we can get them to show up at virtually at .conf. That'd be kind of awesome. Could you just imagine the trouncing we would receive?
I don't need to imagine. I've seen Lando on iRacing.
He's real good.
And Max, in fact, and pretty much all the F1 drivers.
Yeah, the skills translate.
I believe Fernando Alonso is a big iRacing fan, isn't he? He races ovals, I think.
Does he really?
Hmm.
I don't think I knew that. Kyle's been trying to talk me into switching one of our races to an oval.
Heck yeah, NASCAR, man. Let's do it.
I don't hate the idea, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
how about Nordschleife?
What's that?
How about the Nordschleife?
What's that?
The Nürburgring, the big 25 kilometer.
Oh, yeah. Why would we do that?
It's really fun.
Oh, that's a good point. Kyle's already complaining about these road courses. How do you think he's going to feel if you tell him it's a 25K track?
Really easy. My internet won't be available that day.
Well
It's the
said.
weirdest thing.
Car on your left. Clear.
Oh, John, I do not like seeing you in my rearview mirror. Makes me nervous. Oh, you are too fast.
Still there. Still on. Clear.
This is the only car I can get around that section. I couldn't get anything else around it.
That's not good.
Your car has too much damage.
Oh, golly. I've got to get towed. I'm like 17 miles from the pits. I can't drive. Oh, no. I'm being towed. This is not a good situation. I have 2 minutes of towing. This would be a great time to get a refill for a drink if I can get anybody anything.
What do you got in the fridge, Corey?
Well, currently I'm drinking some sparkling water, SodaStream.
I still haven't tried ours yet. So I told you last time we chatted that my wife bought one. She seems to love it, but I haven't jumped on that particular bandwagon yet.
Do you drink sparkling water in general though, or no?
I do. We've been really into the Waterloo stuff.
Oh, that's right, Waterloo. It's the Costco brand, right?
It's Target. They may have it at Costco, and I could probably pay
Target.
significantly less for it, considering the amount I've been consuming recently.
Nice. I will say having a can of soda handy is nice, not to have to make it. Not that it's hard to make it, but just it's nice.
Yeah.
So Kyle, you ran a 2:30 that last lap. That's good, buddy.
Hey, I haven't had to be towed, so
Congratulations.
really hitting some personal bests out here.
Yeah, well, you're ahead of me now, so and you're gonna stay
Yeah.
that way.
Not the worst person on the track, so that's nice.
It is good to really own that title as the worst on the track. All too often, that's true,
So you got that going for you.
which is nice. Really appreciate that, Kyle. Thank you. I was
Do it
curious
again, man.
what my place was in this world, and I've now established it.
Punch it.
Last.
Last place in this world. Just in time for Niall to come around here and lap me for another time. I don't know if 4 fast repairs is going to be enough to make it through this race for me.
Got told I'll probably have enough fuel to finish the race, but I don't know if I believe that.
I spun again. It's embarrassing how bad I am at this.
Now that your tires are cold, it's just
Everything's falling apart for me.
No, you can't blame it on the tires. They're looking good.
Hey, the data's bad. The data is bad.
I don't believe you.
Okay, it's me. I stink. You're right.
got in trouble for track limits again. Just like to find those green spots a little too much, you know?
They're fun. They're very fun. I like them.
Green means go, so.
Niall's closing in on me, making me uncomfortable at best. That's an aggressive line.
Stay on the right. Keep to the right. Clear.
How much time do we have left?
I don't know, just enough time for me to get towed, probably.
Oh. Her just went off.
Yeah. It is
It's
just
not good.
about impossible to trail break this GT.
Time to get a new car?
I'm definitely getting a new car. This car stinks. It's the car. It's not me. It's not the terrible driver behind the wheel.
You did get a new racing seat though, didn't you?
I did. It's fantastic. It's much more comfortable.
That's good. I have a new desk, so that's good. Yeah.
There you go. Is your,
I'm able
wheel,
to-
your wheels actually clamped to it properly and not falling
Yeah.
off every time?
Yeah, so I got that going for me.
Big time.
It's amazing how different you can hold the wheel when you don't have to push it forward.
Yeah, it's nice.
Not that that's making me a better driver by any stretch of the imagination, but a more comfortable one.
And I'm about to go 2 laps down. Thanks, John Hayward. I see you back there. 2:22. That is really quick.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course. Car right. Clear.
I'm so bad at this.
We bit it again.
Oh, I mean, like literally just got a little too close on the turn. It spun, and then I couldn't control it, and off into a wall I went head first. It's just not my day, boys. The fact that we're on board with me and not showing some folks some of your other skills, it's disappointing. So I've got a braking problem that whenever I apply the brakes, I think that only the right front wheel still brakes. It's so bad. But I'm not being towed, and that's the important thing.
Uh-oh. Did you bid it again?
Me? No, I'm going to the pit. The car's in bad enough shape. It needs to be repaired.
Give it a moment to itself.
Yeah, I'm just honestly, it needs a rest. Yeah, I legit have 2 remaining fast repairs.
Okay, punch it.
There we go. Not my best showing, boys.
We still have 20 minutes left.
Yeah, I know. I have a lot of wrecking left to do.
Yeah. It does look like the sun is coming out on the track, though.
John, any new insights from the data?
Well, according to our service health score, we get basically what we would assume here. John's car is in perfect condition. Corey's not so much. Kyle's still at 88%, according to the KPIs we're measuring at this moment. Corey, I don't know about you, man. I think you're gonna need some work.
Yeah, it's not good, man. Things are going really, really awry.
That right rear tire just isn't keeping the same temperature as everything else, interestingly.
Well, it's probably because I weigh 280 pounds and I'm making the left side of the car work really hard because this is an American car made for American drivers, so I'm driving on the left side. Just FYI.
So it's believable. I'm not sure if they actually account for your weight in iRacing. That might be the one thing that they don't account for, but it's a good story.
You know, I'm here. I'm here for the story. It's the narrative.
I'm actually having quite a bit of fun with this. I'm probably the least automobile enthusiast on this particular call, but meaning I know nothing about these things, but I'm certainly learning what is normal and what is not as I'm kind of poking around with all this data we've got.
Nice.
But most importantly, it's that John is way better than all of you.
Well, I don't think I needed the data to tell me that, but it certainly does. Yeah, just look on the leaderboard.
There's almost too much data for me to process. So building these dashboards is actually quite cool.
We have a myriad of metrics coming in. There's, I think the total is over 400 that you can actually pull from the iRacing SDK, but in our script we've culled it down to about 190 or so that seem to be the ones that capture the most useful information for what we were trying to accomplish. There's a lot of also interesting metrics that are what they call indexed metrics and Boolean values and things that weren't really all that helpful, so we decided not to ingest those. It's crazy.
The 192 metrics is still can be a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
I think I've got a handle on it now.
Well, good. You've got a handle on the data, and I don't have a handle on this racing thing, so that's good. Maybe I should jump into the data and stop driving.
There's some interesting data in here, like that is just, this iRacing.skies metric that we're pulling in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a value of 2. Well, I'm not quite sure what that means.
Yeah,
I think it's probably an identifier for a list or something. So we'll have to figure out.
Yeah, so if you go to that glossary that I sent you, that metric actually, like, I think 0 is clear, 1 is partly cloudy, 2 is cloudy. Then there's also a like fog, no fog sort of value, I think, in there somewhere, or fog level, which would be an interesting one to look at. The fog level during the race.
Yeah. So you're saying, if you read the documentation I sent you,
in not so many words. Who reads the docs? Nobody.
Saw an interesting Twitter tweet today that somebody said, 6.5 hours of debugging can save you 5 minutes of reading the documentation.
It's true.
We have all been there. Wind velocity. This will be an interesting one.
No. More of this. At least I didn't hit the wall. It's the car, I tell you. If I was just in a better car with somebody else driving.
Details.
Yes. It's a footnote, really. Ten minutes to go. Or in my case, 1.5 laps. You know what's really hard to do? Text while racing.
Pretty sure there are laws against that.
In the real life, there are, and rightfully so. Because it definitely is not possible to drive well while texting. Oh, I have to go. Yes.
We seem to have lost our fearless leader.
He decided he was out